Today, I'm here bringing you 5 tips for new players inside of Diablo Immortal. What is up, my friends? My name is Echo, and welcome to Diablo Immortal. You're looking for some tips because you're jumping into the game and you want to know where to start off. So today, I'm here to bring those to you. I want to let you guys know where I'm at inside of the game and the experience that I have so you know how relevant this is going to be for you. At the time of recording this video, I'm in the closed alpha. This was the second testing phase of Diablo Immortal, where there were 5 characters available. There will be 6 characters available at launch. As you can see, we're just starting out here. I have a bunch of level 1 characters and 1 level 32 on this device. On my other device, I'm about in the same boat. But in the technical alpha, I maxed out all 4 characters that were available, which were the Demon Hunter, the Wizard, the Barbarian, and the Monk. So I have extensive amount of time inside of this game and experience so I can give you my tips so you don't have to make the mistakes that I made. So first off, when you log into the game, you're going to have to choose between 6 character classes. You could choose between the Crusader, which is brand new to the closed alpha. You can choose a Barbarian. You can go with the Demon Hunter, a Monk, or the Wizard. Now, upon release of the game in full, when it actually launches global, there will also be a Necromancer. If you're looking for a character that's going to be up in your face and not having to deal damage from range, you're going to want to go with either the Crusader, the Barbarian, or you're going to want to go with the Monk. These are your melee characters for the most part, and you're going to be able to get right on top of your enemies and take less damage than if you're using some of the more ranged characters. If you're looking to fight from range, you're going to want to go with the Demon Hunter, with the Wizard, and most likely with the Necromancer as well. With that being said, the Necromancer has not yet been out for testing, so no one's actually gotten their hands on that character class. But from past experience in other games, that class is typically a ranged character, and you're going to want to probably mess around with it because it's one of the most anticipated character classes inside of Diablo Immortal. After you've chosen the character class that you want to go with, you get to choose between a male and a female option and then 3 different character looks. You go with what you like. I went with females in this case. Tip number 2 is understanding your HUD. You really need to know what is where so that you don't make any mistakes. So I'm going to take you through that right now. First of all, on the top right of the screen, you have your map. If you click on your map and hit the back button, you actually go to the world map where you can see all of the zones that are available. This one going up to the frozen tundra, up to level 55, but when the game does release, you're going to be able to get to level 60, which is not yet, we don't know what it's called yet, so that's going to be pretty exciting. But on top of that, you have your settings menu, and there's a few settings that I think are actually important. First of these is under general settings. You're going to want to set everything to auto pickup. This means when you're running through the map, you're taking down enemies, you're automatically going to pick up the gold, the gear, and the resources that are dropped so you don't leave anything behind. This way you just have to run over it rather than actually hit a collect button. Set your graphics to a setting that works for your device. If you're using an older device, you're going to want to lower the quality of your settings. If you're using something that's very high end, you could even turn on ultra or high FPS mode. The tablet that I'm on right now actually doesn't support high FPS mode, so all the footage you're watching in today's video is on ultra, but high FPS off. Now, you're able to carry around a bunch of stuff inside of the game, but you don't want to carry an unnecessary amount of things, so you're going to go to your satchel. If you have things stored in here that you don't need or that you can't put on, you're going to want to head over to the blacksmith, click on services, and get rid of anything here that you don't need. You're going to salvage them, which is going to give you pieces that you can use to upgrade better equipment later on. And don't be afraid to upgrade or socket gems inside of your gear, because when you change out to a different piece of gear, that gem and all of the upgrade statistics all transfer directly over to that new gear. You don't lose it, so don't waste your time on just saving those resources so that you can put it into the right piece of equipment. You could transfer it from one piece to the next and be as strong as possible throughout your entire gameplay. Tip number 3 is with your skills. When you come on over to your skills, you'll notice that you have 2 primary attacks and then a whole bunch of skills, many of which I haven't yet equipped. When you look at these skills, you'll notice they are ranked differently. Some have higher ranks than others. These can also be moved around, auto-equipped, and changed to any different areas of your attack screen that you like. Very easy to move around. It works really nicely. But you don't need to worry about upgrading these individually, because inside of Diablo Immortal, when you progress through the game, these skills will organically upgrade themselves. So when you're a max level of 55, or when the game comes out, if you're a max level of 60, you will have all skills unlocked and all skills upgraded to max level. What this means is when you get yourself a brand new skill, don't be scared to use it right away because, oh, you spent so much time ranking up this other skill. In Diablo Immortal, that doesn't matter. Use skills that are going to work out best for you. Test them all out so you can make the most supreme character build, which is definitely different no matter what class you're using. I personally love using the Crusader right now, but that could change with new classes, with balance changes, or just with my mood. Now I want to talk about your HUD over on the left-hand side of the screen a little bit. First of all, you could take it in and take it out. That way it doesn't get in the way of your gameplay if you don't want it to, but it also is going to give you direction to the point where if you click on it, it will even put footsteps on the ground where you're looking to walk. This seems to annoy some people, so if you don't want the footsteps on the ground, all you have to do is click on that skill, that action, that quest that you're trying to do, and then it will get rid of the footsteps. You won't have to deal with it. Also, as part of this HUD, you have a reward system. It's called your Codex, and inside of your Codex, you have different sections that are going to reward you from doing different things. You're going to get resources from inside of the game as well as experience, and you want this experience so you can progress more towards the end game. You have guide rewards in your Codex, activity rewards, achievement rewards, and exploration rewards, where you get rewards for just going through and taking down different bosses and enemies that you encounter inside of the game. All of this is incredible. It happens and comes to you just from playing organically, so make sure that you're collecting these, not leaving them behind, because you want to upgrade as quickly as you can, because who doesn't want to get to that end game PvP? I know that I do. Now, in addition to these rewards, you also have your Battle Pass. And remember, the Battle Pass is free for the top tier and paid for the bottom tier. At the time right now of the closed alpha, we don't know what's going to be on the bottom tier, nor what this is going to cost, but we do know it's going to be on a 30-day cycle and that you do get some legendary rewards from the free tier. Make sure you're collecting these. Every 5 tiers, it seems like you're getting something good. Like right here at tier 10, you'll be getting a legendary weapon that's for the character that you're rolling right there. Then you're going to get a legendary gem. At least this point in time, it's Seled's Weakening. And when you go all the way to the end, which I believe is level 40 at this point in time, you're going to be getting one of the best gems in the game, which is Power and Command. So make sure you're grinding through the free tier, and I mean, the bottom tier is probably going to offer us massive value. From the earlier edition of Alpha, we saw some of the rewards that were going to be down here, and it did seem that the few dollars that you would pay monthly to get the bottom tier unlocked would be very well worth it. And who knows, will they have creator codes? I don't know. If they do, try Code Echo. It may work. Skills synergize very well inside of the game, and as you can see, I have my 4 skills chosen right here. I'm going out into battle, playing this live with you right now so you guys can see how well the skills synergize. Now, it's not worth waiting to use your skills. You're going to want to kind of use them and use them often because they regenerate, and you know what? They regenerate very quickly. As you can see, the countdown timer is going right now on my skills. Already, I'm able to go back in, utilize them again. So don't sit and just use primary attack over and over again. Utilize your skills so you can get some of these amazing and cool animations that you really want to use inside of the game. Plus, it's just a bit more fun, and you're going to be killing the enemies even faster because you're using stronger attacks. So don't wait. Use them, get involved with them, and find the ones that work well together. Again, we're early on in the game right now, at least in this build of it. I probably only put 3 hours into it at this point in time. Remember, I have around 80 to 100 hours in the previous version of it. So make sure you find the skills, test them all out, and find the ones that work well together. Now, we have a chest right here. Let's take a peek and see what's inside, see if we get anything special. And no legendaries in this one. And if you're wondering if legendaries come often, typically they do, and you should be rocking some really nice legendary gear around the time you're level 45. I think you could feel pretty confident that you're going to be decked out in legendary weapons, armor, and other stuff. Remember that at any point in time, you can go to the map and teleport to places that you've been before. So right now, I'm taking you guys to Westmarch, which is your home base inside of the game, a place that you're going to get to know very well. So over here in Westmarch, there are tons of people and tons of things to do. I'm going to take you through a few of the most important ones right now, starting with our bounty board. You're going to be able to go over to the bounty board every single day and choose up to 12 different bounties. These give you extremely large amounts of XP and rewards just for playing through the game the way you typically would. If you're looking to grind up your character, if you're looking to gain power fast, you're going to want to make sure that you complete your bounty board every single day. But there's a lot more here in Westmarch as well, starting with over here, the area where you can run your Elder Rifts. Elder Rifts are the part of the game where you're running through dungeons and you can get rewards for doing so, and you could add modifiers by adding crests. You both have rare crests and legendary crests inside of the game. If you use a rare crest, you'll be getting some extra rewards. If you use a legendary crest, you will be guaranteed 1 legendary gem for every legendary crest that you use in an Elder Rift. Now, where do you get these things? We're going to go right on over here. Over here at the Crest Merchant, you're going to be able to buy these legendary crests utilizing the eternal orbs that you're going to get from inside of the game. These are things that you could purchase or that you can get from just playing the game as well. You're going to want to use these as often as you can whenever you're running those Elder Rifts. Or you can come on over here right next door to the Challenge Rifts, where you're going to be going through these dungeons for time. It's another way to play, another way to get rewards where you're challenging yourself against your previous times, so you can get better, get more rewards, and have more fun. Also over here in Westmarch, you do have yourself another blacksmith. Remember, you can upgrade stuff as well. So if I wanted to go ahead and upgrade my weapon, I would do so with gold, and I would not be scared to do it because, again, I'm actually upgrading the weapon slot. So if I decide to swap out this weapon for another weapon, I'm still going to get that extra power. And with that being said, we should probably do our helmet as well. Get a level 1 rank on it rather than being the level 0. You know what? Let's make it level 2. Spend the gold. It's here to be spent, and spend it on your gear so you can be more powerful and see more success when you're running around and battling demons. Now, in this building right here, we have our apprentice jeweler, where you can go and you can modify and strengthen your legendary gems. Not only can you strengthen them, but you could create them. You could basically forge them from these runes that you get from running those Elder Rifts. Even if you're running with someone that is using legendary crests themselves, you can get runes which can help you build your legendary gems. And yeah, with that being said, it's worth noting, if someone else is putting legendary crests into that Elder Rift, you do not get those legendary gems. The person inserting the crest will, but you do get runes as rewards, which you can then craft over time into legendary gems. Now, the last tip I want to give you guys before I show you some sick gameplay and show you how this all comes together is in the HUD on the left-hand side, you can auto-navigate to places that you've already been to. So right here, I want to go to the Culling the Pack, which is part of my bounty board reward. All I do is click on it, and it will auto-navigate me to where I need to be to complete that bounty board event. Now that I'm here, hands are off the screen. It is auto-navigating for me. At any point in time, I can take control. This will not auto-battle at all in any way. It will only auto-navigate. Now, sometimes you're going to run into some bosses, some enemies that are going to give you some good XP. So, like right now, let's actually stop for a second, do some damage to all these monsters and get that extra XP, because at the end of the day, we are looking to upgrade. So we're gonna actually take a moment here and do a little bit of battling, which brings me to another one of my tips, which has to do with your health globe right here. You want to use your health globes when you get low in health. Your health will not automatically regenerate. You're gonna have to use that to get it. And you know, you get more of these health globes from actually battling and participating and playing the game. What do you think about that? You actually get stuff for playing the game. With that being said, that's the only way you can get gear and that you can get weapons inside of Diablo Immortal is to play Diablo Immortal. Now, if you notice right here, I seem to be completing another bounty at the same time, and we do have a strong enemy right here, which is going to give me some solid XP. If you notice around my attack button, there's that little line that's filling and auto-filling. Once that line is completely full, that's going to enable me to have my super, and that's going to give me some crazy attacks. Now, we do get some experience globes, which I love to grab because, well, they give me the extra experience, and I like that. But we want to do this culling the pack. We want to be able to take down a bunch of these enemies so we can kind of show you guys what it looks like. So right now, we're looking for enemies to go for. I'm going to hit the auto path again. It's going to take me to where I need to be, and then I take over because it will not do the auto battle. There is no auto battle inside of Diablo Immortal. We could thank them for that. Now look at this. We did get a massive chest here as well. No legendary items came out of it, but we got a nice chest, and that was from completing one other thing because there are quests all over the place. And remember, on top of that, things are auto-generated inside of Diablo Immortal. We can have dungeons pop up out of nowhere. You never know what you're going to run into. So take your time and explore. And again, as you're watching me use them right here, utilize your skills. Don't hold on to them. Don't be a skill hoarder. It's going to hurt you in your game. So make sure you're using all the skills. Look at this. We're getting them all around here. We're going to go like this. Pop this here. We're going to use a health globe because we got a little bit low in health, and they will drop health globes for you while you're playing, as long as you're engaging in battle. We need one more wolf to go down, I believe, and one more of something to go down. Looks like we have one right over here. If you look at the map up top, you'll notice that there is a red dot. That red dot is what I need to go to. That's going to be right here. I'm going to bring all these enemies in together. We're going to pop some of these skills. Use this here. Boom. Chain them together. Do a ton of damage. You notice the health globe right here. We're going to grab that. And it looks like we did complete one of those challenges. As soon as I take down the enemies, I'm going to stop for a moment because we are living inside of a living environment. This is an open world game where other people can join me at any time and other enemies can attack me at any time. So knowing some of the tips that I told you guys, why don't we take a look right here and say, well, what should we do next? First of all, click on your satchel, see if there's anything that you can equip that's stronger than things that you're already rocking. So right now, we have a stronger weapon. Let's actually equip that weapon, and we're going to transfer our gem and our power over to that weapon. Notice the weapon is now in the slot where the old weapon was, and it's a level 3. Transfer is automatic, and that's pretty amazing. On top of that, we have some rewards that we can claim. We talked about these earlier on. They're giving me, from completing these rewards, I'm also getting bounty pass or battle pass experience, which is going to give me more rewards. I like rewards. I like getting things inside of games. The question is, do you? So guys, I've taken you through the beginning phases of Diablo Immortal, the things that you're going to want to know if you're just downloading the game, getting started. I feel like you can now start off on the right foot. I'm going to be putting out another video for more end game tutorial stuff in case you're looking for what to do when the game gets more difficult as you progress further and further through it. So make sure you stay tuned for that. Subscribe to the channel if you like Diablo Immortal and if you had a good time here with me today. I appreciate you guys. I'll see you back here tomorrow with another Diablo video. Until then, be good.